The honourable member for Windsor West.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'll be splitting my time with the member for Saanich Galt Islands. To the Minister, thank you for being here, and the first question would be related to auto, and that is, have you met and agreed with terms and conditions for Stellantis and LG about the specific amounts that are being requested for the Windsor battery plant?
The honourable member has to address questions and comments through the chair and not directly to the minister. The honourable minister.
It's a really important question. I want to assure the honourable member that this is a priority for our government. We are very seized of it. I've been in touch with Francois Philippe,
The honourable member.
Is the federal government going to match the Stellantis LG battery request with that of the Inflation Reduction Act in the United States? Will that be matched? Is that the policy of the government?
The honourable minister.
I learned during the NAFTA negotiations never to negotiate in public, but I will say this. We're expecting the company to be reasonable because we need a reasonable deal for Canadians, and we're expecting Ontario to contribute its fair share. That's one of the things
Well, we are negotiating in public, including the company saying that the government has reneged on their position, clawing back responsibility. Does she agree with the company's position on that?
The honourable minister.
Certainly not, but I am absolutely confident we're going to get a good deal for Canada, a good deal for Canadian workers, and a good deal for Canadians across the country.
Honourable member.
Was the IRA ever brought up in any meetings prior to the Volkswagen deal with Stellantis in discussions of the agreement with the Windsor plant?
Honourable minister.
Again, I don't think it serves Canadians for us to negotiate in public. The IRA is definitely material here, and it is also material that
the honourable member.
Is the Volkswagen deal in anything different than the Stellantis deal?
The honourable minister.
As I was saying, Madam Chair, it is also material that this was a deal that predates the IRA. That's significant too.
The honourable member.
If the minister claims regional fairness, Madam Speaker, through you, why is there a difference between what's taking place in St. Thomas and Windsor?
The honourable minister.
Madam Chair, it is very important that we have regional equity in Canada. It's one of the founding principles of our country. That means when there are...
The honourable member.
When was this model of regional equity introduced in terms of her federal, the minister's federal budgets? Is it just this one, or is it in previous ones?
The honourable minister.
Regional equity and provincial contributions in major investments is a very long-standing Canadian tradition. Take a look at any major
Since Windsor has been the automotive capital of Canada for over 100 years, with investments that have taken place and taxes provided to this country, does that length of tenure actually equate into the formula for the minister's regional analysis?
The honourable minister.
Madam Chair, I am a huge fan of Windsor. I was proud to stand up for the people of Windsor during the blockade of the Ambassador Bridge. I have been proud of the work our government did on getting Canada carved into the U.S. EV incentives, and I'm proud of the work we did for the people of Windsor on NAFTA.
Honourable member.
Is the regional fairness equity model that the minister has, is it available public?
The honourable minister.
Sure, I'm being public about it right now. Where there is a major investment in a particular province, we expect the province to contribute a fair share.
Honourable member.
Where
can the public actually get this model from the minister right now?
Honourable minister.
They can hear what I just said. I think it's pretty straightforward, and I think actually it's understandable.
If it's straightforward, what mathematical or model was used for the minister to create her own model with regards to regional fairness analysis? And what timelines take place with regards to how she equates that, and what taxation and other policies actually follow to actually equate to what an investment's worth?
The honourable minister.
Yeah, Madam Chair, this is a long-standing, fair and reasonable Canadian practice that where there is a significant investment in a particular province, it is the expectation of the federal government that that province will contribute a fair share. I think that's entirely reasonable.
The honourable member.
Does the minister feel that there is pitting against regions by a proposal that we don't understand or has?
The Honourable Minister.
On the contrary, I understand that we are making as a government massive investments in the clean economy.
The Honourable Member.
How many regions are in the actual minister's model that she has to evaluate disproportion of the budgetary resources of Canada?
The Honourable Minister.
All regions of Canada.
The Honourable Member.
Does the minister have a specific number of how many regions? Is that province or is it municipalities? Is it based upon square footage? What is it?
The Honourable Minister.
Madam Chair, it is a long-standing and essential.
When the minister mentions that it's long-standing, what date did that start, that there was actually regional evaluations related to financing, and is St. Thomas in the same region as Windsor?
The Honourable Member.
It's reasonable, and it is actually the expectation of Canadians across the country that where there is a particular project in a particular province, that the province...
Honourable Member.
If St. Thomas receives a different deal than the Windsor auto workers that have been producing for over 100 years, with a plant that's been here for over 100 years, does the minister feel that that's actually the same situation?
The Honourable Minister.
Madam Chair, no federal government has supported the auto workers of Windsor more than our government, and I'm proud that we've done that. This is an essential part of the...
The Honourable Member has 45 seconds left.
Will the minister reimburse the City of Windsor and their residents if this project fails for all the money, time, and negotiations that have taken place?
The Honourable Minister.
This project will not fail, Madam Chair.
The Honourable Member has 27 seconds left.
Has the minister talked to Premier Ford, and is that her opinion that the problem is at the provincial level, and is that her excuse for regionalism as opposed to taking the, I guess, responsibility of doing the project through a national auto policy that was treated fairly for everyone?
There's not much time left. I'll allow the Honourable Minister to respond.
Of course, I've spoken to the Premier, and I have every confidence that together we're going to get this project done. He believes in the car sector just as our government does.